Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today? As we're relaxing as per usual, I am back from my nice little trip. I did initially, I do apologise, I did initially say that I was going to possibly, okay, I think I said that, like, I didn't know if I was going to stream today, and I probably should have confirmed a bit earlier, that I wasn't going to stream. It was my bad. I actually didn't know what day or time the World Championships was on. Excuse me, hold on. Basically, we, friend group, a group of our friends, circle of friends, we all gathered together to basically watch the World Finals and also hang out and celebrate one of our friends' birthdays as well. So, good evening everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 10:33 PM on Sunday, November 9th, 2025. It was generally a very nice and lovely time. The reason I initially said that possibly I was streaming today is because, as I understood it, I thought the actual event was happening on Saturday morning, and then Sunday morning, you know, like, not we would leave on Sunday morning, but it was possible that we left around like lunchtime or something, and then I'd be back and I'd be like, okay, maybe I could do like a late stream. It turns out it was on Sunday morning was the thing. So we left around like sort of Sunday afternoon, and that's the point where shout out to Fox Time actually for posting it in the server, and I was like, oh yes, I should probably at least confirm that yes, I'm not going to be streaming today. I'm sorry, I'm not quite on top of it all. I think, you know, I'm a little blasé about it because it's not quite sort of sunk into my head yet, but like, oh yeah, there are people who actually not expect me, but want to tune in to the stream every single week. It's like, I'm sort of at the point of a channel where it's like, oh, you know, it's, well, the ultimate core is that I'm doing this on myself because I want to play these games, I want to do these things, I want to just have like a platform, not really a platform that I can inspire and speak, but really is more like a video diary for myself. It is at the point now where there are like recurring audience members, people I recognise who do tune in, who know the schedule and not expect as in like a really high expectations, but you know, look forward to like videos and streams each week, and that's something which I'm just like, okay, yeah, you know, I should take this a bit more seriously in some regards, right? But it's also difficult to balance time wise. Obviously, like right now, I have zero backlog, so I need to record a Monday episode and a Tuesday episode, because I also do D&D on Monday, so I don't have really a lot of time to record on that day as well. I could, theoretically, I could. But then it's also like, oh, you know, now I think about it, on Tuesday I'm busy in the evening, so I need to record a Wednesday episode too as well. Ugh, one of the days I need to record, oh my gosh, there's actually too much stuff. I can't record all three today. I probably could have, because I did get back at like 7ish or something, and then I just sort of unwound for a bit. And I'm recording a bit later. Like I probably would have been better if I recorded at 9 and then did everything else. And then I could have tied it up, but instead no, I'm going to record Animal Crossing. I'll have to record a Monday episode. It's possible I could record a Tuesday episode tomorrow. I think what I probably should do, I should record a Monday and Tuesday episode today, and then I'll record a Wednesday episode tomorrow, because I might have time for it. And then, see, the thing is, I'm busy Tuesday evening and Wednesday evening, so at some point I need to record a Thursday thing. And the thing is, I also need to work on something for a friend, which is, there's not a lot of time to do a lot of these things, huh? That's the things that makes it so devilishly difficult. Things. Look, I don't know. it's kind of a long and short of it. The time is at premium, shall we say. That makes it rather difficult to do well or anything. Yeah. Well, okay. I'm trying to plan my next week. So, okay, if I record Monday and Tuesday today, which is plausible, it's possible I could do Wednesday. I don't think it'll be reasonable though. Monday and Tuesday is most likely possible today. Okay, then tomorrow I had to do Wednesday, maybe Thursday as well. I need to do a thumbnail art, I think about it, and I need to finish that project. Okay, I guess I could do a project thing today as well. Or a thumbnail art, I don't know which is going to be easier. Have I decided, basically, 1,000 Times Resist is almost certainly ending within the next 4 to 5 episodes, I think. What is the episode what is the series which will be following on from it? Have I chosen? I'm pretty sure I know which one I'm going to do. I could do this one. I don't actually know how long this takes to play. Let's see. I bought it at some point. Time to beat. Completionist is main and extras is normally what I do. 11.5 hours. That's actually way longer than I thought. And that might be much more plausible one to draw quickly. Because initially I was going to play this game. Which also might be a pretty quick one, to be honest, to draw. I'm not sure. I don't even know. Like, how good even is this game? Do people like this game? I don't even... I bought it at some point, but... I have no idea, like, what the general consensus is on it. What, critical reception? Wikipedia? 60-70%-ish. It needs patches to resolve buggy or poorly structured content, but recommend it for the story. Does not live up to its potentials. Oh. Does a good job hooking you in. Okay. So it sounds like it starts out pretty well, then it doesn't land the ending. Which is kind of important for a story game, to be honest. We could do this one. This is also quite a simple one. Let's see. Time to beat. That's a bit short. This one, I don't even know if this is a full game. Is it? Time to beat. 21 hours? Huh. Okay, this seems... Okay, I'm looking at it. This seems like a mechanical-based game. So, we have just done a very narrative-based game. Maybe we could do this one. Hold on, let's see what the general reviews on this one. Because initially I was going to do a different one, but I mean, 1,000 Times Resist was so narrative-based. But maybe this is a good time to do something a bit more mechanical. As the true heart of a game is a narrative. Okay, you know what? I changed my mind from what I initially was going to do. I'm going to do this game instead. Also, this looks like a very, very quick splash out for me to do. Actually, I think this one was one that was recommended by a viewer. So, shout out to that viewer who actually recommended this. Yeah, this was a viewer suggestion. Okay. Absolutely, this sounds like something which I would enjoy. I mean, I think it's saying something when someone recommended it to me, and I immediately added it to my wishlist, and apparently I even bought it on the Steam sale. So, okay, we'll do that. Patrick's Parabox, we now know. Everyone knows now as Lorelei Amber Laser Eyes. Oh, did I update my channel? Which is following on from that. I guess my little hint would be that I wonder if everything's going to be a little bit too black and white if I do this game next. I think that's fine. I do worry about visual clarity on the channel. Let me see what it looks like, because Lorelei and Laser Eyes are, to be fair, it doesn't look that black and white, but it might look a bit dreary with the fun art of the channel. I wonder if I should do something a bit more colourful. I don't know, it generally is a tough decision to make. To be fair, a lot of these do look quite colourful, but this one seems like it could be interesting. I wonder how narrative it is though. This one looks like it would be a really pretty splash art. I don't know how I'd do this splash art actually. Mainly because there's a lot of characters in it. I guess I could do it like that. That's probably not too difficult. Could be fun to do a voice-based one. I don't know. It was the same people who did this. This game's been compared to one of these games quite a lot. I don't know. I genuinely don't know which I want to do. I might change my mind. I might go back to this one. Because it doesn't look... It looks more of a... Seasonal fitting? Iffy. You know, okay, I've changed my mind. We're going back to that one. I think that one is a good one to keep in my back pocket, though, if I need to bust out a quick one now. But I think... Okay, yeah, no, I'm locking in. I think this one seems interesting. You know, even if it is not as good a game, maybe. I think it's still fine. You know, not every game needs to be absolutely perfect, mind you. I should start uninstalling the games which I've already beaten as well. I guess I don't need to, I have enough space in my hard drive, but still. So this one's coming in. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, sorry, you had to come with me as I sort of planned that out. You know, we're going to make this even easier for myself. I'm going to YouTube thumbnail, now grab treasure. This is finished series. Finished ages ago. Patrick's Parabox, finished series. And this is going to be... which I spelled wrong, apparently. If anyone can guess what I'm saying from that, you know, you deserve it, I think, at that point. But yeah, completely other random thing, which we realised with the most recent time that all our friends came together, is the Jackbox games has a multi-pack now. And I was like, whoa, I had no idea that Jackbox games actually had a multi-pack. Well, multi-pack, like a multi-pack pick-up sort of thing. Which is cool. Because it's like, oh yeah, finally, like it's the thing that people have been saying. It's like, why would you not, this game which has 11 different games, why would you not have like a main game of which you could find, collect, and have them all, collate them all together? Instead you have to like remember which games and which one and individually add it, which is honestly absolute insanity. So this is certainly a lot better, I would say. Yeah, we played a new Jackbox Party Pack though. Jackbox Party Pack 11. What did I think of the games? I think, you know, and I generally enjoy Jackbox games. I don't think all of them are hits, but I think the thing that makes Jackbox games great is the fact that some of them will be hit with certain friend groups or friend circles, and some of them will be hits with other friend circles. I would say that usually... I'm trying to think what games have been the biggest hits in our friend circles. I feel like we have quite a few of them that ended up being like pretty reasonable hits of all of us. I don't know. Let me look at the previous Jackbox boxes before I think about it. It's been 13 minutes. I don't know how I haven't spoken about anything of note. All. Nope. Games. How do I want to sort by... So number 10. What was in 10 which was a hit? I don't remember if there's anything in 10 that was much of a hit for us. TKO I don't think was much of a super hit. Fixie Text I don't think like there was a complete miss. I think when we played it, Time Jinx is okay. Trivia games we normally like, but I think it's sort of like it depends on it. Like Trivia Murder Party I think is usually a pretty good hit, but this was like a very specific type of trivia. Hypnotorious. Oh, you know what ended up being a hit? It was Dodo Re Mi. I forgot we actually played that a decent amount. Hypnotorious we played somewhat. It ended up being a lot more confusing than expected. I think it's almost like too confusing for like Jackbox, which is meant to be easy, low stakes party game. Number 9 had some interesting ones. Fibbage 4, I didn't realise there was that many. Quicksort was actually quite a good one. Junktopia I don't think we played much. Nonsensory we've actually played quite a lot. Nonsensory was a big hit. Roomerang actually ended up being a bit of a miss, weirdly. Because that seems like one which would be a good fit for our group, but maybe not. 8, I don't even remember playing 8 all that much. I think I've not really been here when it's been played. Because Job Job's in it, and I know a lot of my friends like Job Job. But Pole, oh, never mind. I definitely feel like I played Pole Mine a decent amount. I don't think I've ever played Weapons Drawn. See, the thing which is most annoying about the Jackbox party packs is the Jackbox party packs. It used to be fair, this was back when, like, in my high school days, like when we played with high school friends, I bought each of the Jackbox party packs. But starting with number 6, someone else has Jackbox party 6 in my friend circle. I don't know who it is off the top of my head. It's that friend, which is totally fine. They're free to have it. But then Jackbox party 7, that's 77. Someone else has this one from our friend group, right? Yeah. And then number 8, someone else has 8 and someone else has 9, I think. Which is just absolutely insane. Oh, yes, a different friend has 8. I mean, a different friend has 9, I think. Which is just utterly insane. Yes, I didn't know that. It's so strange. Like, I own 1 to 5, 10, 11. And then 4 different friends have 6, 7, 8, 9. It's so strange. I don't know how that came about, but I think it's probably what it probably is. It depends, like, you know, the group at the time is like, oh yeah, let's play the new Jackbox party pack. When, you know, if I'm not there, obviously I'm not going to be one to buy it. I'm not going to be like, oh, let's call up Dear Darling, let her buy it, and then she can do it. So I said basically next time there's a Steam Summer sale, or Steam sale in general, I'm just going to buy all of them, because I'm just like, what's the point? Like, who cares if we end up doubling up at this point? Like, the convenience of just being like, okay, Dear Darling, she's got all of them. It's so much more useful, I think. I generally didn't realise that. But yeah, we have 6, 7, 8, and 9 scattered over all of them. So we do have a complete collection, but the complete collection's very oddly put together, I think. It's very funny, to be honest. And I was thinking of, like, on that spot, just being like, I'm going to just buy them all now. But I thought, that's so stupid. I'm not going to do that. Like, at least wait for a sale. But I'm surprised there's not always, like, a running ultra mega pack for Jackbox games where you can buy all of them in, like, one huge pack, which probably costs, like, £200 or something. But yeah, I don't know, Jackbox games are generally pretty good. So the ones in this pack, I think the one which ended up being the biggest hit for most of us was the Suspects one. Suspectives, is that what it's called? I can't remember. Jackbox Party Pack 11. I'm not going to describe to you the games, you can look them up yourself because we only have a few minutes. Dominate, I think my friends liked more than I did. I found it fine. And I think it took a bit of time to get going. Like, I wasn't so into it the first time, but the second time I think, like, it hit a better stride, in my personal opinion. But I'm more indifferent, I think, to a quick-flash style games, which is probably more why. Hearsay we didn't actually do because it basically did not work if you're all in the same room, because you can all hear each other's recordings. Cookie House, I think, was a fine drawing game. Again, there's only so many iterations I think you can do on the drawing genre. This one was basically just it was like a drawing game, but within a restricted system, because it's like, you can't just do Drawful again. Drawful was basically the all-encompassing drawing game. And then they try and make it different with, like, weapons drawn, and there was another, what was the other drawing one? And, like, TK is kind of like a combination drawing and quippy game. But Cookie House is back to a much more traditional drawing game, but it was more like draw it within the form of a silhouette. I did like its aesthetic presentation though, that ended up being pretty good. Suspective is the one we played and we actually ended up liking a lot. I think after playing it, we played it quite a bit. I think after playing it quite a lot, I'm also just like, I think it needs to be more opinion-based things in the prompts, because I think a lot of them, there were quite a few which were just like factual ones, and us as a friend group, as lovingly said by one of our friends, is we know each other too well, which makes some things very difficult. For example, one of it is basically you have to identify who someone is based on how they answer, like, a report about themselves, essentially. But there will be, like, a red herring clue in there. There were some cool ideas, like one of our friends said, you should not be able to find out which one is a red herring, and I was like, that's actually an interesting idea. Like, as a hard mode or something. But also, it's like, some of them, like, the factual ones are very difficult, because one of them that we got, like, the last time we played, I was like, if I'm the one who's a criminal, i.e. the one they're trying to identify, I'm screwed, because, like, each of these is very specific to me. One of them being, like, can you, like, speak another language? And then there's, like, two of us who are bilingual in the group, and the thing came up and it was like, can they speak another language? Yes. And it was like, okay, well, that's one of us too. Actually ended up being a phony clue, which ended up being quite nice, but still. Yeah. But a lot of them are quite nice. Like a lot of them, like the opinion-based ones, are quite good. And I guess it kind of really depends on your friend group or like the people you're playing with. How well do you know them? I don't know. And Legends of Trivia actually ended up being quite the miss, I think, for us personally. It's like a cooperative trivia game, which is kind of like what Quicksort is, except for it doesn't have nearly as much as a Chaos and is far, far too slow, in my opinion. Like, the pacing of it is at a snail's pace compared to Quicksort, but I don't know. Maybe we just need more time to play it. Maybe it works in a different group. Who knows? That's the thing about Jackbox Party Pack is it's really nice because each game, every group is going to have a different favourite game, or each person will have a different favourite game. My favourite game, I think, is Blab Around. I love Blab Around so much. Because it strikes a right balance of both cooperative and competitive, I think. It's generally cooperative, but it's like a slightly, not competitive, but more like there's some sort of measurable metric in the cooperativeness. And it's basically like word charades, which is a lot of fun. Anyway. But everyone's got a different one. I also like Faking It quite a lot as a social deduction game. That one, the only thing is, those ones we don't play as much, mainly because I don't know why at this point they still have games which only go up to 6 players. Please put them all up to 8 players. And you can just recommend not going past 6 or something. I don't know. Like, why is Faking... Role Models as well was one I definitely want to play more, but... And to be fair, that one I understand why it's only up to 6 or something. But still, that one I love the concept of, but we never actually end up playing because Jackbox is very much you play with a lot of people. Well, okay. Or maybe we don't play it because I don't know that pack. I don't know. Who knows? I'm reading into it too much when really I don't know what the answer is. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see you again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.